Hello, everyone. Hola a todos. Thank you for being here today with us. My name is Carla Plasencia, and on behalf of the student world, I welcome you to today's live session. If you can hear me and see me clearly, if you can let me know in the chat, si me pueden ver y escuchar, si me pueden avisar en el chat, just so I know that we can start with the presentation and I can start giving you the information about how the platform works. So just a hands up or an emoji or anything like that. Okay, perfect. Emojis. Awesome. That works. Perfect. Thank you guys. Okay. So I won't take much of your time. I just want to share with you how the platform works. So here on the chat, you can let us know where you're watching us from, just so we can get to know you a little bit better. But if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them on the questions tab that is right next to the chat. And I will be monitoring those and we will have a Q&A session at the end. Si necesitan hacer preguntas en español o portugués, no soy muy buena en portugués, pero lo puedo intentar, y necesitan que las traduzcamos, no se preocupen, las pueden hacer en cualquiera de esos dos idiomas y nosotros ayudamos a traducir. If you need any translators, I can help you with that. So, okay, that's it from my side. Now I'm going to introduce you to Ben, Jessica, and Adam. Thank you guys for being here with us today, and the stage is all yours.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Carla. As Carla mentioned, my name is Adam Hurley. I'm the principal of the HTS Global Online Campus. We're a fully online high school for grades 9 to 12 students all over the globe. Currently have students in Canada, in Indonesia, France, and China, and we're looking to have some students join us from Latin America as well. So a little bit about HTS Online, the learning experience, it's really centered around 3 hallmarks that drive pretty much everything that we do. And that's academic excellence, providing a strong support network, and creating a community of learners that flourish and grow together. We'll take a couple of minutes to examine what each of these looks like and what they mean for students and their families. So first of all, academic excellence. It's centered around a rich and robust curriculum programming. Our Ontario certified teachers will create learning opportunities for students that reflect student interest, are inquiry and curiosity driven, promote innovativeness, and provide students with agency in how they learn and how they demonstrate their learning. Academic excellence is centered around a rich and robust curriculum programming. Our Ontario certified teachers will create learning opportunities for students that reflect student interest, are inquiry and curiosity driven, promote innovativeness, and provide students with agency in how they learn and how they demonstrate their learning. As a school, we use Canvas as a learning management system. And here teachers share course materials and resources to enhance student learning. Canvas really offers a student-friendly interface which allows them to easily navigate the curriculum and engage with various tools to optimize their learning experience. The short clip you are watching demonstrates Canvas's intuitive design, showcasing its seamless integration of applications. Students can conveniently view and submit assignments, collaborate on group projects using tools like Google Docs or Slides, and communicate with peers and teachers through chat, email, or discussion posts. Canvas also supports a variety of different tasks and assignment submission formats, including text and videos, which really empowers our students to showcase their learning in a way suited for their learning styles. Our students log in daily to Canvas in order to access their live work and their independent class resources. In grades 9 and 10, students fulfill most of their graduation requirements, which allows them to pursue senior year courses of their choice. Our teachers enrich the Ontario curriculum to provide real-world collaborative and critical thinking experiences that are personalized, provide students with a voice and choice in their learning, and foster student engagement and a deeper understanding of the world. HTS Online students who successfully complete their graduation requirements will receive the Ontario Secondary School Diploma, which is recognized worldwide. All of our courses are at the academic, university, or college university pathway. For those interested in AP courses, we also offer AP programming in grades 11 and 12. The list of courses you are viewing right now is by no means exhaustive. Some are required courses for graduation, while others are elective courses that students may select according to their future pathways, interests, or post-secondary pathway requirements. We'll continue to grow our programming based on student need and interest. Our school operates year-round with 3 semesters, fall, winter, and summer, offering flexibility for students and families. Not only do students get to choose where they learn from, but they also get to choose when they learn. Students can enroll in all 3 terms, taking up to 10 courses annually, or opt for any 2 terms, completing 6 to 8 credits towards graduation. This intentional design maximizes flexibility for families we serve. The majority of our students are currently registered for the fall and winter terms, but the summer term is a nice option as well. Our schedules feature a mix of live learning and independent learning. Live classes are held in our virtual school platform, and they're complemented by our independent learning that is accessed through Canvas, which you took a look at earlier. Throughout the day, students can meet with their teachers, mentors, or counselors individually or in small groups. The school day, which spans from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., does not require continuous online presence from either students or teachers. Rather, it really allows us to maximize schedule flexibility and provides ample time periods for students and faculty to connect at convenient times for meetings, academic support, and collaboration. HTS Online opens the door to any post-secondary pathway. 100% of our campus graduates received admissions to post-secondary institutions, and not just in Canada, but across the globe, including Canadian universities such as University of Toronto, Western, Queen's, Waterloo, international universities such as St. Andrews University in Scotland, King's College in London, and the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, and American institutions such as Carnegie Mellon and University of California, Berkeley, to name a few, as they pursue their studies and passions in a variety of different fields such as health sciences, business, economics, medicine, and engineering, to name a few. At HTS Online, we promote the pursuit of passions and interests throughout high school and beyond. And we achieve this through a robust and holistic program that puts our learners at the center of everything that we do. Our goal is to foster a love for learning and personal growth, offering students the freedom, space, and opportunities to explore, innovate, and achieve success. We also recognize that learning does not solely happen in the classroom, that opportunities for learning and growth exist everywhere. We want our students to engage in all areas of student life, and for that reason, we have developed co-curricular programming to support their growth and development. With that in mind, I'll pass it over to Jessica McDonald, our school guidance counselor, and Ben Stevens, our IT systems integrator, who will discuss these opportunities and how we will provide personalization in our practices and support our learners and their families.
Thank you, Adam. So as mentioned, my name is Jessica. I'm the guidance counselor for HTS Online. And the first thing I want to speak about is our co-curricular program, or our school clubs, our school programs. So as Adam mentioned, we believe that these co-curriculars or clubs really exist to enrich a student's experience and time at HTS Online, and gives them space to grow and learn beyond just their academic courses. And the co-curriculars that we offer have been personalized based on the student interest. So our first group of students were all given the opportunity to come up with their own club idea, to share that idea with their peers, the other students. And the clubs that ended up running allowed students to take on a leadership role with the support of a faculty member or a teacher. So these clubs meet throughout the day on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. And these clubs have the opportunity to participate in our weekly assemblies, take on leadership opportunities. So for example, last week, our FIT club led us in a number of exercises in our assembly last week. And this week we'll have our games club lead in our assembly. So it really provides a number of opportunities in the school community. On the screen here, you'll also see co-curricular partnerships that we have with our campus in Richmond Hill, Ontario, that we are going to continue to develop here at HTS Online, such as Flourish, which supports leadership development, eSport Canada, Skillshare, and Learn with Leaders, which is a partnership with Ivy League student leaders and professors. So the whole idea is that the opportunity to be involved in these clubs, these co-curriculars, really gives students the opportunity to pursue their interests, their passions, allows them to expand their skills and their networks. And we really want students to have the opportunity to be involved in all aspects of student life. And of course, that includes providing them with these opportunities to socialize, learn, and have fun outside of academics. The second thing I want to speak about is our teacher advisor program, or our TAG program. So this is a mentorship or a coaching program where students are mentored by a faculty member who will support that student and really build the relationship and communication between students, the school, and families. The TAG focus is on a student's emotional, social, and academic well-being. And another goal of the program is to help students work towards becoming an HTS graduate. So this means that our graduates are intellectually agile, problem solvers, citizens of character. They're willing to make an impact on the lives of others. And when students graduate in grade 12, they'll be able to tell their graduation story and how they met these graduation traits at the end of their grade 12 year. Students will also meet with their advisor live in our virtual school space to discuss wellness, how courses are going, character development, and really build transferable skills, which tie into other programs we offer at the school. The last thing I want to speak about is the services that I provide as the guidance counselor. So I am available to help students with course selection so that students are enrolling in courses that explore their interests and to help plan their post-secondary pathway. I am also available for social and emotional support as a student may feel they'll benefit from that, along with academic support. So I host twice a week a study hall session in our virtual school where students can drop in, get support with those executive functioning skills such as time management, organization, individual academic support if that's something students feel they need, along with the skill development series that I run with the academic director that focuses on different areas such as study skills, note-taking, communication skills. The whole idea is that we really want our students to know and feel that we have their backs. We're here to support them along their journey, and we want them to feel as though they are finding success. And lastly, there's also specialized post-secondary counseling for students in grades 11 and 12. So there's a team of expert counselors who can be consulted when it comes to perhaps a student who wants to become an NCAA athlete in the US, or apply to those specialized programs in the UK or Ireland. So now I'm happy to pass things off to Ben Stevens, who is HTS Online's IT Systems Integrator.
Awesome. Thank you, Jess. So as Jess just mentioned, my name is Ben Stevens, and I'm the IT Systems Integrator for the online school. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the technologies that we use and how we support them as well as we can for the school. So to start with, we offer a live help desk for students and parents to use during the school year. And this help desk is to help you with really any software or hardware issues that you might encounter during your time at the school. We also have a help desk knowledge base, which is available as a reference material. And this is more for questions that might be commonly asked or that you feel like might not be a one-off that needs individual support. We do also offer live training sessions at the beginning of the school year. And we also offer them for semester 2 if you're joining us for semester 2. So these are to have a one-on-one onboarding with students and their families, make sure that you're really comfortable with the tech, and give you one-on-one support for any pieces that you might be unsure of. So in becoming familiar with the technology and habits learned at the school, you students will have a unique opportunity to become leading digital citizens and confident and innovative users of technology. So with all that being said, I'm going to hand things back to our principal, Adam, to discuss more about our engaging school community.
Thanks very much, Ben. This is one of my favorite parts of our school, and how we really bring all of our students and staff together in community to get to know one another and to celebrate with one another. And Connections Week is one of my favorite parts. So every June, we host a session at our Richmond Hill campus for any student and family that's able to attend. It's our Connections Week, where we come together for a few days to really celebrate the year of learning, build friendships. And this is open to not only our current students, but also our incoming students, to provide and the opportunity to get to know their peers and their teachers before they meet them in the virtual space as well. And it allows the opportunity to, get some Canadian experiences as well, doing some sightseeing around the Toronto area and around Ontario. We have small class sizes with a target ratio of 15 to 1 students. Right now, the senior courses, because there are more course options available, these courses often have smaller numbers. So it really allows for the opportunity for students and teachers to get to know one another very well, and the teachers to get to know the students' interests so that they can cater the learning to these interests. We have a focus on experiential learning, and that's just not within the classroom, it's also outside of the classroom. As part of the HTS Online experience, we provide students with the opportunity to partake in an internship component, which can be an internship in an area that they're interested in to explore further, see if it's something that they're interested in doing after high school. And also it can take the form of a cultural exchange or a service learning trip as well. We host weekly assemblies, as Jess alluded to earlier, where our students have the opportunity to, display and share some of their knowledge and some of their learning, as well as some of their assignments that they're very proud of. Provide some of the clubs at the school the opportunity to lead these sessions, like our Fit Fun Club and our Games Club, which Jess mentioned. And it also allows us all to come together to have a little bit of fun every week, come together in community in our live virtual school space, which you'll be seeing in a moment. And last but certainly not least, our parent connection. So we really pride ourselves on getting the parents involved in the learning experience. We find that students thrive at the highest level that they're capable of and achieve at the highest level that they're capable of when not only are our staff supporting them, but also when their families are supporting them. So parents have access to up-to-date information when it comes to their achievement, their attendance, if they're overdue on any work or anything like that. And last here, I'm going to show you our virtual school campus. So this is where all of our live interactions, our live classes happen. And I thought, what better way to talk about it and teach you about it than to show you it. So I'm just going to share my screen and walk you through what our actual virtual school looks like. Perfect. So as you can see in the screen here, I'm in the top left. I'm just going to put my camera on in the screen so you can take a look at what it looks like. You'll see, me moving around the hallways. Here's Jessica, our guidance counselor, who's also in the session with us. I'll put it into gallery view so you can see kind of how the platform interacts. You can also put it in pop-out view. So if you want to see the whole platform still, you can put it in pop-out view to have some small cameras to the side there. As we walk down the hallway, you'll see this big circle around me. So this is kind of the circle of communication, I like to call it. If you're within this circle, you can hear and see one another. If you're not within that circle, you're not able to hear them. So it simulates walking down the hallway in a traditional school, where if you're close to somebody, you can see and hear them, but if you're far away, you can't see or hear them. Down here, all of our staff, all of our teachers have their own offices, so they're done for the day now, but you can come in here even when it's not the live learning times, knock on their office door, get some extra help. They're always here to support all of our students. There's also a quiet study area, which is kind of like our library space where students can come in. They can actually have their own office space if they want to get some quiet work done. You can even close the doors in these spaces as well. So when the door's closed, you're not able to see who's the people that are in there and the sharing of screen within that space as well. We'll take a look out here. This is a space that we thought was very important to allow the students the opportunity to create their own space. So they've created their own student lounge. They've put some video games into the space as well. They can even, play pool, get fun before and after school, in between classes. This is one of my favorite spaces of our first floor. It's kind of our inaugural student, our artwork piece, where each of our inaugural students from our first year, they created an About Me poster, kind of shows about their interest, where they're from, and really it just kind of illustrates the great people that started the school and the great students that started the school. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and show you a couple of different floors of the school. There are 5 floors, but I won't go with you. We'll go up to the 3rd floor to take a look at some of the classroom spaces. As we come out of the elevator here, you'll see the different classroom spaces. They're all created differently. The students and teachers have the opportunity to, customize them as they'd like. So they all have kind of the look and feel of what the students were going for. There's also these small rooms off to the side, which are dedicated to club spaces as well. Students have the ability to customize those also. And we'll go and we'll check out one more space, which is our rooftop wellness floor. So sometimes we'll run our phys ed classes up here. Sometimes teachers like to bring their classes up here just for their regular classes as well. No matter where you are in the space, you have the ability to present and share a screen, annotate, use a whiteboard. So really it has all of the functionality of Zoom or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams anywhere in our entire school. So, sometimes they'll come up here just for a little change of scenery, but all of the live classes happen within this space. And I just wanted to take a moment to share that with you to try to provide you with a sense of where our students and our teachers interact every single day. And they're not in the space right now because it's the end of our school day, but I just wanted to show you how that space works. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. We'll go back to the other page there. Perfect. Well, what I wanted to do is just thank everybody so much for joining today. I know there's been some kind of questions coming in and some chat going on the side there. But what I want to leave you with is really the next steps in your transformational journey, and to, come really realize what we're all about is to click the apply button, and I'll have Jessica put the link to our online application in the portal there. Please visit that. The online application, it's a very simple application. You submit that, and then you're met with a request for some more information. So part of our admissions process, we have each student submit a 1 to 2 minute video about themselves. And it really allows them to showcase who they are outside of just being a student. We're going to be looking at report cards, we're going to be looking at references, but this really allows you to showcase your individuality and who you are as a person and not just a student. And then we arrange an interview with our admissions team just to make sure that, everyone is sure that you would be a great fit for the school, and that the school will be a great fit for you, and that we're able to support you as well. From there, it's a very, very quick turnaround, and we would send an offer of enrollment your way for the following term. So right now, we're accepting applications for both the summer term as well as the September term, our fall term. So please visit that link and complete the application. We are seeing a lot of interest for September in grades 9 to 12. So I encourage you to apply, in the near future so that you can be considered for our school for September. And I'll leave you with one thing that I absolutely love. I know a lot of people are interested in a Canadian education and an Ontario education to have that post-secondary pathway into North America. And what better way to do it than from your own country? You're able to get a great Ontario education. You're able to apply to university all over the world, including Canada and the US, and you're applying as an Ontario student. So join us, have that opportunity and have that leverage in the application for post-secondary. We welcome any grade 9 to 12 application for the summer as well as for September. But now I'll turn it back over to Jessica to see if there's any questions that have come in through the chat that we can help answer.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. So I do see some questions. One is about, since we are an online school, how are we going to support students with, I believe it's relationship skills. So I guess the social aspect, building relationships, building friendships.
Yeah, that's something that we really pride ourselves on from kind of the community side of things, right? So our Connections Week really helps with that, with the in-person experiences, but also how often our students are able to interact within the school. They're walking down the hallways, they're playing games, they're collaborating on tasks, they're participating in different clubs, they're leading assemblies, they're constantly in, communication with with one another. And not only appearing in a Zoom room, for example, which is what, a lot of people experienced throughout COVID, where, they actually had the opportunity to walk down the hallway and have informal conversations with one another, to learn about, what's going on in different parts of the world, which is really beneficial because of our global classrooms and having students from all over the globe. Some of our great clubs, one is called a New Horizons Club, which one of our students proposed and is leading. And that is a club that provides each student and staff member with the opportunity to share, different parts of the world. Maybe it's where they're living. Maybe they've briefly traveled there. We have some teachers that work from Costa Rica and sometimes from Europe and from Africa as well. And so they're able to share these different travels and different places that they've been, as well as our students that are around the world. So it really allows us to get to know one another on a personal level, for the students to be able to build friendships with one another. And, these students connect often outside of our school space as well. They've developed these friendships, and they're very excited about learning about, different parts of the world, that they connect even outside of our platform, which we're really excited to hear.
So I guess as a continuation of this answer, Adam, if you just, I guess, want to speak a little bit more about our extracurricular activities and how they work in our school day.
Sure. Yeah. So we've built in blocks throughout our school day for our clubs and our extracurricular activities to run. And we did that purposely to ensure that, we're not affecting the rigor of the academic program by any means, and we're not interrupting the academic day by having interruptions. And it allows us to schedule the club so that students can participate in all of the ones that they're interested in. It really allows the students to not feel overwhelmed by trying to fit it into their day, where there's blocks at the beginning and end of the day and middle part of the day, so that students, regardless of their location in the world and regardless of their time zone, are able to participate in these clubs and these extracurriculars.
Thanks, Adam. And I guess just to add on to, because we are affiliated with a campus, students also have the opportunity, I think Adam mentioned it briefly in terms of service trips, to be able to go on. For example, we have March break trips. The campus is heading to Italy, I believe, in 2 weeks for 10 days to, explore different fashion there, different history. So those would also be opportunities where our online students would be able to join and, make new connections, get those new experiences. So that's also something that's really exciting. Another question, Adam, is can a student study online with us for a year and then on campus for another year?
Yeah, wonderful question. And I hope everyone had the opportunity to watch the intro video that I sent you last night from our head of school, Helen, where she spoke about the rich history of HTS and how we've been around for 42 years with a thriving campus just outside of Toronto. That campus is kindergarten to grade 12, and there's always opportunity to apply to be an in-person student as well. So we've had some students look at that as an option where maybe they'll come to us online for grades 9 and 10 or 10 and 11 and want to apply to our campus for grade 12 or grade 11 and 12. That's definitely always an option, space permitting, obviously. So it's a very competitive in-person campus to get into just because of the location and the interest and the prestige. But that's always an option, and we welcome that discussion. And I believe at the end, Jessica will be putting in the chat a link to my calendar. So if you'd like to book a call to discuss what that pathway looks like for yourself, please let me know. I know a lot of students like kind of, coming to Canada for that one year or 2 years before post-secondary to really get that Canadian experience. So that's something that we can definitely help facilitate as well.
All right. Next, Adam, is a question if a student needs to take the TOEFL test or another English language test before applying to HTS Online.
Yeah, so we don't, on the website, we do have a TOEFL or an IELTS requirement. But having said that, I know a lot of people have been having challenges with actually being able to take the test recently. So if you haven't been able to take the test, or you've taken it and you're not maybe quite at the level that you see on our website, please don't hesitate to reach out and submit an application. We're really able to get to know each student and family individually throughout the admissions process, where we'll be able to understand the level of English that the students have. One of the other components that I forgot to mention with the application and the admissions process is that during the interview, after the interview, you're provided with a math and English assessment, really just to see as a baseline where students are in both of those subject areas. And that will allow us the opportunity to really get to know the level of English and the competency there, just so that we are sure that we can support. So it's not necessarily a requirement. It does say on the website that there are minimum scores that we would like to see, but don't use that kind of as an end-all be-all. Please reach out and have that conversation with me. And you can also have that conversation throughout the admissions process as well after submitting your application.
There's a couple more questions here you might be able to tackle all together, Adam.
Sure.
The questions are, if you could just talk briefly about what ages students are in Ontario when they're in grades 9 through 12,
Okay.
along with just maybe highlighting the application process again, and if the diploma is valid in the student's home country as well.
Sure, yes. So students in grades 9 to 12, and that's Ontario's grades 9 to 12, traditionally between around 14 and 18 years old. So they more or less line up with kind of secondary school or high school or upper school, senior school, kind of around the world. The application process. So the first step is the online application. The second step is submitting all of the required documentation and the video submission. The third step is the interview with our admissions team, and then from there we'll send out admissions offers or offers of enrollment. The diploma is well recognized around the world, the Ontario Secondary School Diploma. It's one that's really actually highly coveted in a lot of different areas, and really, you know, if you're applying to a North American school with an Ontario diploma, you're going to be looked at in high regard. So I would have no hesitation with that. It's the same diploma that you would get as if you're an in-person student in Ontario as well.
Another question just came in. Adam, if you could share what our tuition is.
Yeah, so all that information's on the website. So it really depends on, you know, which terms you're coming from. If you're coming for the full year, and the tuition for the full year is 20,500 Canadian. But all of those costs you'll find on the website there. And if you have any questions whatsoever about those costs, feel free to reach out to me at the end of the session as well.
Okay, I don't see any more questions now, but as Adam mentioned in the chat, I did just put our admissions email. So if any other questions come up, please feel free to send admissions at htsonlinecampus.ca an email. A member of our team will get back to you. We always love speaking about HTS Online and our programming. And as Adam mentioned, there's a link to his Calendly. So you're able to book a 15-minute appointment with Adam directly, just to maybe learn a bit more, take another look at our virtual campus, and really get whatever questions you have answered. So I would now like to pass things back to Adam just to wrap up our afternoon.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Jessica. And once again, thanks to everybody for participating today and coming out to learn a little bit more about the HTS Global Online Campus. If you're a high school student, if you're 14 to 18 years old and are really looking for a truly exceptional online learning experience that you can access from anywhere in the world, you found it. Please go to our website, submit your application. We really look forward to meeting with you in the near future to consider your application for either the summer or as a full-time student with us come September. We're currently open for applications, and we really look forward to meeting you through that interview process. Carla, maybe I'll turn it back over to you to wrap up.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Ben and Jessica, for all this information for the students. It was super insightful and super fun to watch. I saw someone on the chat said that it looked like a Sims game, and I was like, oh my God, you're totally right. Yes, it is really, really cool. So thank you guys so much for sharing with us all these opportunities for the students, and thank you to all the attendees for coming here, for asking your questions, for sharing a little bit of your days with us. It always happens that after the webinar is over, you come up with so many more questions. So you have there the links that Jessica sent, also the email. And just in case, I recorded this session and I'm going to upload it tomorrow to the Student World YouTube channel. And you will be able to see the links also in the description there in case you want to watch it again, you want to share with your parents so they can watch it, or you know someone that would like to know about this opportunity. It will be there, so you can watch it again and share it. So thank you everyone so much for being here, and I hope to see you real soon again. Thank you everyone. Have a great rest of the day.